Who's going to be first in El Chato this evening? Let's find out. There we go. Oh, let me get sorted. Oh, oh my god, that's so wet. Robin, what's up, real one? Hang on, let me put the light on. Thanks for the like and thanks for saying hello. 1 second, put the light on. I wondered why it was looking so dark and horrible. Now I know. Who's in the chat? Let me see. Let me see. Whoa, the whole crew's here already. Hell yeah, what's up? Robin's here, Dan's here. Real is back in the chat. What's up? Good to see you. Oop the hair, lol. Yeah, I know. I've just got there, guys. I'm running late as usual. But can you hear me? Dan says liked. Legend, Dan. Thank you so much. Lovely to see Jazz, my Canadian tow truck queen. What's up with you? Jazz, how are you doing tonight? Huntsman said, yesterday I was watching, but I couldn't. No worries, Huntsman. It's great to have you back in the chat. And it's great to have Robin showing love to everybody. Guys, we're back. It's another stream. It's Thursday night. Here we are once again. And thank you, Real Shadow Who Milk says, I also liked smiley face. Love it. Thank you so much, Real Shadow Milk. Let's get this stream popping off. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. And Huntsman says, so my watch streak is still alive. Yeah, you know what, Huntsman? Did you not, man? I was thinking yesterday, Huntsman's not here. This is the Huntsman free stream. And I was thinking his streak will have ended, but here you are, mate. And you made last night, so that's awesome. And thank you to Robin who's saying, don't forget to like. Yes, guys, if you're watching right now, hit that like button. Last night was epic, and once again, we blitzed past 50 likes. So shout out, chat. Dan says, has Eva been here recently? Yes, not as much, but she has been around. I may or may not have slept when the stream was halfway done. Jazz, all the way over in Canada, had a thunderstorm last night, and now we're having a snowstorm. Oh, Jazz, yeah, I'm going to reply to your message. I'm behind with messages. To and one or two other people, but yeah, Jazz, let's catch up soon for sure. And I hope you're staying safe in the snowstorm. Real Shadow Milk got a new shirt earlier. Nice. What type of shirt? Like a button-up shirt, or do you mean like a shirt generically, and it's like a t-shirt something? And yes, thank you, Robin, for the reminder about the Discord. So Robin says, oh yeah, everyone, about the Discord, me and Edward are going to work on it during Saturday, so please be patient and wait for us. Yes, honestly, I was thinking, should we launch the Discord like now? And I was thinking, no, me and Robin need time to get it sorted. Sunday, guys, if you're watching right now, Sunday, the launch of the Discord is coming. Me and Robin are going to work on it on Saturday, put together a few channels, get it launched, and then Sunday we will talk about it on stream. Hopefully, we'll get you guys to hop in as well. And shout out to all the mods as well, and all the ones who have offered to help with that Discord. It is much appreciated. Oh, and it's my Wi-Fi again. No! HG's in the building. What's up, HG? How are you doing tonight? And what's up to everybody watching the stream right now? Guys, if you hit the like button, let's get this stream popping off. And Dan has been snowed under with the homework. So solidarity, mate, and good luck with all of that. Sats is coming for Dan. And Dan, it's worthwhile putting the work in now, so keep at it, mate. Keep at it, man, should I say. And Shelley Harper, once again, now Shelley is late in the stream, but today she's saying, hello lad, just came on with the dogs, you have a good stream lad. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated, and I hope you have a nice walk with the dogs. Shout out to Shelley, for real. Love that. What else have we got in here? Tamp TV is back in the chat and says, hey bro, how are you doing today? I am good, thank you, Tamp TV. I'm actually doing better than I was. I was having a bit of a low mood day, going to keep it being honest with you guys. But we're back on stream. It's another stream, and as always, you know streams, and it gets me pumped up, it gets me motivated, and it makes me focus on positive thoughts. So if you're here, if you're chilling with us right now, what's up to you? We've got an amazing crew of people, as you can see, and the chat pops off around here. Especially for a smaller channel, the chat is absolutely lit. So shout out to all of the regulars and all the new people joining the vibe as well. HG says, I'm good. How about you? Like I said, HG, not doing too bad, and always better to be on stream, guys. And Masak, all the way from Japan, says, hello. What's up to you, Masak? Nice to see you in El Chato. Cool. And Robin, the real one of our lovely mods, is going to do her usual bit of housekeeping in the chat in just 1 second. But it's all good stuff, so worry not. Okay, and Huntsman has got a bouncer. Huntsman, nice to see you again, man. Glad you made it for a little bit of the stream, and good luck with all the stuff you've got on your plate. It sounds... So you got a lot going on for you. And we will see you on another stream, my friend. EP says, are you from down under? No, I am not from down under. I'm from the opposite side of the world. I'm from England, which is streaming from right here, right now. And EP, if you want to share where you're from, or any one of the 90 people watching this stream right now, if you want to share where you're from, the regulars know that I absolutely love interacting with people from all over the world. It's one of my favourite parts about streaming. I get to connect literally people from Japan. I don't need to list all the countries, but places like Japan, in Pakistan, America, Canada, all over Europe, places in Africa. So yeah, if you're out there and you're watching right now, jump in the chat and let me know where you're from. Carl said eating crumpets. I am not eating crumpets. I'm not sure what that means. Like, because I get what you're saying, but I feel like there's a joke in there. And hell yeah, HG says, I'll be messaging you Discord soon. Yes, thank you so much, HG. And if anyone, Edward number 2 and HG, if I've not replied to your message yet, I apologise. Like I said, I'm catching up with Discord messages, Instagram messages. Things are popping off at the moment. So yeah, I'm trying to catch up with everything. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. And I appreciate everybody who's hitting the like button. Guys, what's going on? It's 6 minutes in. Let's blast that. I feel like yesterday, we absolutely obliterated the like button. So you know what to do. If you want to vibe, hit subscribe. And speaking of that cool energy, Robin says, we hope you'll enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great time. We do not care about looks, politics, race, or anything. 1,000,000%. Like Robin said, if you're new, well, not even if you're new here, you know what the score is, guys. Around here, we don't care where you're from, what you look like, whether you're gay, you're straight, you're black, you're white, religious, not religious, it doesn't matter, because the whole point of these streams is to come together and have a chill time wherever you're from and wherever you're at. So big up to you if you're here, and I hope that sounds like a good time to you. Ragusi says, Kurt Cobain? No, not Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain's much less talented, distant relative. Dan says, pin Robin's comment. Dan, that's a good shout, and I will do. I normally do, but I just forgot. So there we go. Thanks for the reminder. Jacob Nort says, hello. Hello to you, Jacob Nort, or Jack Nort. How are they that? But what's up to you? Okay, what else have we got in here? Let me catch up. Oh, cool. Tam TV says, personally not from anywhere else, Japan or anything, just Glasgow-ish. Well, thanks for sharing. I said there's no right or wrong answer to that question. Like, you could be from Grimsby or from, I don't know, Grenada in the Caribbean. But listen, wherever you're from, it's just fun to know. And that's what I mean. One of the things I love about streaming is connect people in real time from all over the world. Like, I think that's really cool, honestly. And speaking of that, meeting people from all over the world, Vlog with Chandini says, I'm from India to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Chandini. Love it. Absolutely love it. That's what I'm saying. It's so nice to connect with people in real time from all over the world. I remember the first time if you're one of the regulars, you know the story, but when I first did a stream, it was from Narita Airport in Japan in like mid-February, and I just thought, I'll go live, see what happens, and a few people jumped in the chat, and they watched from different places, and I was like, this is pretty cool, honestly. So that's one of the things I love about streaming, and I love connecting with you guys, and I'm doing my very, very best to remember every single person that comes into the chat, because sometimes we've got like 20, 30 people in here, a lot of regular people, like several dozen regulars at this point, and sometimes they share their name with me, their real name, they're from, what they're doing, like, so there's a lot to remember sometimes, but I always do my best. Rebecca Fenter says, you look like Felix from Stray Kids. Right, guys, this is crazy, because we're having people post in the chat that I look like Felix from Stray Kids. And they're different usernames, so I feel like someone is legitimate. Like, I feel like people legitimately, the world legitimately thinks I look like this Felix from Stray Kids. I'm super paranoid, but we've had so many people comment in the chat, you look like Felix from Stray Kids. And Heike Haifa says, I'm Japanese. Well, Heike Haifa, thank you very much for sharing. We've got, I think if Masaka's still here, Masaka's from Japan as well. So this is what I'm saying. It's super cool to see people from all over. And the lovely Brooke is in the chat. Speaking of all over, Brooke is watching from America right now, and she may or may not be at work. But Brooke, it's lovely to see you. And like I was just telling the chat, I'm behind with messages, but worry not, I'm going to be replying to you very soon. And in terms of how I'm doing, I was just telling the chat before, I've had like a bit of a low mood day, keeping it real with you. Wasn't feeling too good earlier, but on these streams do always help. So I'm pleased to be back on stream with you guys. Looking forward to another excellent evening. And yeah, how about you, Brooke? How are you doing today? Oh, and Tam TV. See, this is how I get on the chat sometimes, because I'm like reading backwards. And Aman, if you're still here, Aman said hello. Well, hello to you, Aman. I hope you are still here. Let me catch up. And thank you, Huntsman, for tidying up the chat. I can see there was 1 or 2 messages tidied up, so thank you, everybody. All right. HG plays. I'm gonna have some scran. Give me 10 minutes. I'll be right back. See you in 10, HG. Can't skip the meals. What? Samarfield has left a super random comment, but I'll read it out. And Samarfield says, today I had bananas, an apple, and a pack of cigarettes. The cashier looked at me and said, you must be single, huh? And I'm like, how do you know? She said, because you're ugly. Brutal. I just realised it's a joke, but it's a pretty brutal one. Oh, lordy. Alright, let me catch up. And hello, Macaroni, who's probably been left, had a nap, and then come back again because it took me that long to reply message. But Macaroni, good to see you in the chat. And thank you, Brooke, who's saying like the stream. Yes, 100%. Guys, if you're watching right now and you've not liked the stream, let's not fall out. Hit that like. And you know what we say around here? Hit subscribe to join the vibe. Alright. Okay, so Nick and Jessica says, I am also transgender and I'm persecuted in the minds for being transgender Indian. Okay, I think I've missed the first part, but there's another bit of content. Alright, let me catch up. Jacob says, I'm just bored, normal person. Well, Jake, you're not. Thank you for sharing that and hope you're doing well. Trina Mundy, hope you're doing well as well. Nice to see you in the chat. Tom TV says, not Grimsby catching strays yet. Unfortunately, Grimsby will kind of two strays, but no hate to Grimsby. I've actually not been to Grimsby, so who am I to bash Grimmy? Never been, got friends from there, but never been to Grimsby myself, so what can I say? What else have we got in here? Metallic World is asking a deep question. If God or nature, whoever you think is your creator, and after your natural death asks you for a reincarnation, will you going to choose it? Whew, that is a big question. It's a tough question. I feel like I'm on the spot. Before it was just like, how am I doing? Like, yeah, my day's good. And now you're like, is reincarnation your choice after death? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. Do I want... I don't know, you'd never get any rest. That's the thing with reincarnation. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea of it, you know, the energy lives on, but at the same time, you're never going to get a rest, are you? You're just going to be on the go for eternity, so I don't know how chilling that sounds, so I'd have to think about that one further. Chat, if you've got any answers to that, you know what to do. And Tremendioso keeps it real with me and just says, your audio is glitchy and the video is too. Well, Tremendioso, thank you for the clear and unequivocal feedback about that one. Yeah, unfortunately, my internet is trash. It's trash with a capital T, and it really hinders my efforts to stream. I'm doing my best, and hopefully the internet will pick up, and yeah, I'm going to give it my all despite the internet problems. But soon, one day soon, there will be no internet problems, and we will prevail, and as a community, rise from the ashes of glitchy internet and terrible audio. So stay tuned, gang. And Brooke says, hope you're doing good, Edward. I'm just here for a Brooke. Of course, like I say, never feel pressured. And if you've got to be somewhere, you go do your thing. I know you're a busy lady, but even if you're here for 2 minutes or 30 seconds, it's always nice to have you here. And who else? Minnie Bailey is here and says, like the stream. Legend Millie Bailey. The energy as usual. Oh, just as I say that, I read Minnie's comment. She's like, bye. So hopefully you're hopefully still here, Minnie. And she says haircut. I've not had a haircut. I've just come out of the shower, but I might cut my hair soon, guys. Might get it cut quite short for a change. Radiant F6D just says Edward. Yes, Radiant. How are you doing? All right, let me catch up. And Prod by Jug 36, the banger first comment just says, yo, subbed. Love that. Prod banger. Thank you so much. I appreciate that for real. What an entrance. And it's not even like you've chilled here for a while. I think Prod by Jug, this is like your time here. So W Prod by Jug 36. Oh, and a nice one. We've got a quote, positive quote of the day. This one's from Brooke, and she said, "Positive tip of the day: try smiling more, even if you don't feel up to it. It's known to make you happier, and it's contagious. Especially Edward's smile. Oh, Brooke, you sweet lady, you sweet lady. Not just a pretty face, Brooke, but yeah, thank you so much. That's really nice. And of course, like you say, it's true. It's kind of like manifest it. You know, it's like you're feeling down, try and project that energy. That's what I'm saying to you guys. When people say to me like, how do you feel so positive? And it's not that I'm so positive, but it's like I'm trying to will myself into that mind state, and it's like, you know, believe it and achieve it type of thing. Now, I know it sounds cringe, but it's for the right reasons, guys. It's positive cringe. All right, and Zombie Queen is here, and again, a banger entrance. Shout out Zombie Queen, who says, much love and positivity to all. Wonderful to be back. Every time I see you, it's always, I always spit. Needing love and positivity. Be sat to house to visit. I'm not sure what the be sat house means, but Zombie Queen, as usual, a great entrance from you. So nice to you. And likewise, you're saying it's always positive and good vibes around here. Like, for real, whenever you check in, Queen, you're just like, your opening line is usually, I think it's much love and positivity to all. Like, who can hate on that? So shout out to Zombie Queen as always. Crimson 2405 says, if Kurt Cobain and Shaggy had a love child, you know what, right now guys, I don't even blame that for being the feedback. I do look like that right now. Oh man, and what else have we got in here? And Too Fast Two Tracks says, well, hey there, I've got to ask, are you hiding behind, why are you hiding your ears? It's just because I've got out of the shower. It's not like a style, it's not like a fashion statement or anything like that, a style statement. I'm late getting out of the shower, guys. I'm always running late. And I had a really long shower and I was like, yeah, this is plenty of time to have a shower with time and dry my hair before a stream. And it didn't happen, but unfortunately that's just how I am, I was running late. But I made it, and just like last night when I had to eat my food on stream, we made it a couple of minutes late, but here we are, gang. So shout out to you for vibing along with me. And Renee Papin says, what a great name, says, what do you think about to go in Nevada? Are you asking me, should you visit Nevada, or do I have anywhere to recommend you in Nevada? Because the only place in Nevada that I know is Las Vegas. I know there's Reno, but I've never been to Reno. I've only been to Las Vegas. Oh, and talking about Grimsby. So before, guys, I was like talking about Grimsby. And if you're not from the UK or England, you might not have heard of Grimsby. It's basically like a seaside town. It's not got the best reputation. But at the same time, it's probably not as bad as people make out. So Tam TV says, I'm pretty sure Grimsby was once voted... Oh no, hang on. I take it all back. I'm pretty sure Grimsby was once voted worst place in the UK, so I think it's fair play. I mean, am I just being a hater? I don't know, like... Yeah, that's something. I've got a friend from there, and he's like, he doesn't hate on it. Do you know what I'm saying? The worst place is Grimsby, I think. It's not the best place, but trust me, in England, we've got. I love England, like it's my home and it's where I'm from, and I'm passionate about it. But there's some real dumb in this country, for real. And Prod by Jug, who just I actually saw that come up a minute ago, Prod by Jug, and I never check comments or stuff that comes in when I'm on stream because I've had the experience where if I come off the YouTube app, it just messes my screen up and it just black for me, like I can't see anything. But I will check out all those comments and everything afterwards. And thank you for showing support, by Jug. BBMH's brother question. I played rugby match today. We lost by 12 points. The other team got 4. Are we cooked? Well, you cooked in the sense of you lost the match. But are you cooked in the sense of you lost by 12 points and you got cooked? Like, nah, that's, you know what I mean? Not at all. If you got 22, they got 34 and you were 12 behind, that means you got 22. 22 to 34 in rugby, that's like 2 tries or a couple of penalties. So no big deal, BBMH. The point is you got out there, you hopefully gave it your best shot, and you'll live to do another rugby match. So shout out to you for getting involved and thanks for the question. And Idin, about my perpetually glitchy internet, says, seems like a hardware problem rather than internet. Well, Idin is not my official tech support. It's actually the first time I've seen Idin in the chat, but I do appreciate the concern, legitimately. Like, I'm not even being sarcastic because it's really, guys, I've got fibre optic broadband and I had it put in like 7 months ago, and it's working good because it's meant to be an upgrade, but I feel like I've got a downgrade. So if it's glitching for you or the audio is lagging, I really appreciate you bearing with me, because if I was you, I'd be like, this is annoying, this is trash, I'm out of here. So thank you for bearing with me. And honestly, guys, I'm not saying it, but we've got some great things coming on the channel. 500 subs for doing the house tour. Like the chat knows, I just bought a very cool new camera. And yeah, like I say, great things to come. So if we can fix the internet, we're going to be cooking on gas, as my dad would say. He says, Edward, I'm late. Sorry about that day. Can we be friends again? Rishi, it is nice to see you in the chat. And yes, we can be friends again. And thank you for, well, you didn't apologise, but thank you for, thank you for reading that way. I appreciate it, man. Like, of course, I know you felt like I wasn't responding to you or acknowledging you, but I honestly do my best to respond and acknowledge to every single person I see in the chat, especially people like you, Rishi, who've been chilling with us for some time. So, of course, we can be friends again. And see you back in the chat. W Rishi. Oh, and DK, donate if you shave head during stream. Yeah, a good offer. It's a good offer, but it could backfire because I've heard that if you shave your hair, like, it doesn't really come back that well afterwards. That's what I've heard. And honestly, guys, like, my hair's receding underneath, so I need all the help I can get on the hair front. But maybe one day when I'm gonna cut it a bit short. I think, like, when I say short, I think I'm gonna cut it like normal person, like short, like fringe and stuff. Short. So who knows? Maybe one day. The day that I shave my head is not yet, but it'll come one day. Brooke says, I love positive cringe, it's my favourite. That's the thing, Brooke, it's like nobody can really hold it against you. It's like, even if it's a bit cringe, like for example, I told you about the day from iShowSpeed, and I really like it because it's no motion, no, I fucked it immediately. Sorry for the swearing, guys, but I screwed it up immediately. So slow motion is better than no motion. That's the quote, and even though people could be like, oh, it's cringe, but I think it's a really good quote, honestly, so that could fall into that category as well, Brooke. And Jazz, the lovely Jazz in Canada, says, I'm sick with a cold that just started yesterday. Do you have any remedies? Any help is appreciated. Lol. Yes, Jazz, 100%. 100%. So, my favourite remedy for a cold is hot water with fresh ginger and lemon. Now, I'm sure, I don't know about Canada, but if you've got of course you've got grocery stores. But what I'm saying is, in Canadian grocery stores, I don't know what you have, but I'm pretty confident, in fact, I'm positive, that you'll have fresh root ginger. It's not very expensive. Just get a piece of that, chop it up, squeeze the lemon in the cup, and honestly, that will invigorate you, and that will help with your breathing. That will help with your kind of inflamed throat and kind of, do you know what I'm saying? Your passageways and stuff like that. Ginger is well known to be a super healthy, invigorating food plant, if you want to call it that, to have when you're unwell. And lemon as well, you're getting some vitamin C from the lemon juice, and again, it's just hydrating. So yeah, try that, Jazz. That would be my best recommend for cold. And obviously as well, stay hydrated, and as well, eat plenty of food. Get your vegetables, because again, even if you don't want the vegetables or the fruit, right, it's if you want to get well from a cold, your body needs the nutrients, it needs the nourishment, and that's going to come from things like fruits, vegetables, ginger, and all the rest of that stuff. So yeah, Jazz, I hope you get well soon, and I hope that tip helps a little bit. Music Enjoyer says, the GOAT is live. Music Enjoyer, you have one of the intro lines. It's almost like a wrestling line, Music Enjoyer. Every time you're in the chat, it's the GOAT is live. Love it. Love the energy. W Music Enjoyer. Good to see you in the chat again. And Edward number 2 says, what's good? What's good, Edward number 2? How are you doing tonight? Music Enjoyer says, we're playing music today. Music Enjoyer, we've got the reggae on in the background, got the dub on in the background, but unfortunately, we're not doing the song requests. They're coming, guys. The song will be back. I'm not deliberately depriving you naughty chat. No song request for you. It's not like that. It's just because right now I'm chilling on the desk. I've been streaming from the desk, and before I'm on my sofa in the living room. But I've even moved the plant. The plant from the living room has come with me. So yeah, the new setup is being born in this side room, guys. And soon, as I say, it's gonna go up a notch with the camera kicking in and stuff. So Music Enjoy tunes today, apart from what's on in the background. But soon it's gonna come. And Edward number 2 says, I'm a little late as I had a chippy. Oof. Funnily enough, Edward number 2, I'm going to have a chippy tea with my friends tomorrow. Don't have chippy too often because it's not the healthiest, but chippy tea once in a while for a treat. Thing of beauty. Okay, and the Real Shadow Milk, who's back in the chat, says, I have a page of what the braille patterns look like for the alphabet and basic pronunciation in the first page of my sketchbooks. Real Shadow Milk is currently learning how to read braille so they can stories to blind children. I mean, come on, how wholesome is that? Oh, by the way, Edward number 2, what did you have at the chippy? Obviously, you're vegan, but if it's chips or mushy peas, I'm interested. The Brown says, do you approve of trans people? I mean, I don't know what that means in a way. My kind of philosophy is be who you want to be, live your life. Like I said many times, around here, whether you're gay, straight, black, white, you're trans, it doesn't matter. Honestly, if you're just a chill person and you're not hurting anybody, that's what we're about around here. So yeah, so shout out to anybody who's living their life as they want to live it without hurting, and that includes trans people. What else have we got in El Chato? Love that. And Brooke as well, getting the vibes going, says, hi everyone, let's share where we're from, only if you're comfortable. I'm from the US. Love that. So Brooke is one of the all in the chat who holds it down, and she has been a very kind person to me and is literally a great member of the mod squad. So W Brooke. Aaron the Boss says, I'm from Grimsby. I find people's opinion of it disgusting. Aaron, are you saying that Grimsby gets an unfair reputation as being somewhere that's not nice? Let me know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, for real. Payne Reaver says, hey Ed, push-up challenge. Payne Reaver, didn't you also want the backflip challenge? I swear Payne Reaver, the other day in the chat, and you were do a backflip, and now you're push-up challenge. We'll tell you what, guys, we will do the push-up challenge tonight. I'll make you a deal. Last night we got to 54 likes, or was it 55 likes? Let's call it 55 likes. So if we do 60 likes, do 60 push-ups, 60 press-ups on stream, what do you reckon? If you want to see, you know what to do, hit the like button. We're 9 likes, and we've got another 65 minutes to stream, so let's see how we get on, guys. I'm ready for it. Henry says, why don't you style your hair? You look magnificent. Well, Henry, thank you for the confidence booster. I would like to look magnificent. My hair's crazy and scruffy and wild right now because, like I was telling the chat, I'm late. I'm running late, and I didn't leave enough time before having a shower and jumping on the stream, so I kind of jumped out, quickly dried my hair, well, semi-dried my hair, and here I am on the stream, looking like a bedraggled version of a grunge rocker. But unfortunately, that's just the Edward you've got tonight, and I will do my best to keep you entertained regardless. But thank you, Henry, for the nice compliment anyway. Tommy is Well, we won't read Tommy's comment out, but hello Tommy as well. And Nemesis Gaming is in the chat and says, "Hi, I just got off work at the Niku." What's the Niku? But Nemesis Gaming, shout out to you. Nice to see you in the chat again. I don't know what the Niku is. Does the chat know what the Niku is? Davin Drought Vlogger says, "Please support me." Okay, Davin. Well, I'm giving you a shout out right now, so hopefully that feels like a good bit of support. Never met you before, but Davin Drought Kumar, this is a shout out for you, and good luck with your vlogging journey. Pen Reeves says, "When are they coming?" So when are the push-ups coming? Like I just said, guys, if we hit 60 likes tonight, last night we did 55, so it's not really that many more. If we somehow manage to smash 60 likes tonight, you're getting 60 press-ups off me. The push-up challenge is returning. Oh, and legend, Lucky Shamrock says, "Ed, drop by to give a like, have a good stream." Lucky Shamrock, thank you so much. If you're still here, maybe you've gone already, but Lucky Shamrock, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anyone that takes the time to jump in the chat, even for a second, and say hello or like the stream, it's so appreciated. So, doubly Lucky Shamrock, and thank you, as always, for the nice energy. Alright, and Teju is back in the chat, says, "Hello, Edward. Hello to you, Sonny. And hello, everyone who's in the chat and bearing with me." I'm going to skip to the top of the chat now, and then let's go back up the chat a little bit. So, Arafat says, "Hey bro, how are you?" Arafat, I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How are you doing tonight? And it's good to see you back in the chat. Roadhouse01, "Hey, hello Johnson Auntie." Now, is that someone in the chat called Johnson Auntie, or am I being called Johnson Auntie? I don't know. Let me catch up real quick. Gary Wallen says, "A Chippy is the OG of fish and chip shop." Yeah, I mean, like, the Chippy, like, this is the thing, like, sometimes people call, like, takeaways that do chips a chippy, and I'm like, nah, it's got, you know what I'm saying? If you're from the UK, you know what a chippy is. It's got a vibe, particular vibe. Oh, and it's because I was asking about it. Yeah, Jazz, if you listen, right, I'll come to Canada. Sorry, guys. That's why I don't use a bottle of chili sauce as your tripod. I actually don't have a proper tripod for my phone. That's how flipping low tech we are around here, guys. But you know what? We're making it work. We are making it work. And shout out to the chat, to be fair, because like I'm here, my hair's looking bedraggled. I'm using a bottle of chili sauce to prop up my phone. That's how the word I'm looking for. That's how grassroots we are. That's how flipping underground we are, guys. We're the edge right now. But one day we're gonna have internet that works. One day we're gonna have a tripod for the phone. Big things are coming. What can I say? Lee Morton says, "I want to join the squad." Lee Morton, love the energy. Good to see you in the chat. And if I may humbly remind you, Lee, hit subscribe to join the vibe. Let me catch up. Okay, so Edward, just going back to the Chippy theme, had chips, mushy peas, and a can o' Coke. You know what? You would get on with my friend Edward number 2 because she loves a can o' Coke. Oh no! And Tam TV up from the fair country of Scotland. This is on Friday. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever had. Tam, what was disgusting about the chippy that you had? Okay, and Lee Morton. Take a little time out. All right, let me go back up to the top again because I feel like I've missed some stuff, and then I'm gonna jump back. Boom. HG is back. Logan is back in the chat. What's up? What's up? Okay, cool. Oh, it's so annoying, guys. So I'm kicking off. I'm gonna kick off soon about this internet. It's sapping my guys. It's sapping my vibe because I'm out here, right, trying to stream my little heart out, and the internet is sabotaging me. I'd probably have 10 million subs by now for this internet. Maybe not 10 million subs, but I feel like I could definitely do a little bit better. If you're still here persevering, even when my internet is trash and ruining the vibe, I'm grateful for you. And thank you to Teju. Thank you, Teju, for tidying up. I saw a little weird, mean comment come in, and boom, the mod squad was straight on it. Love that. And Arafat is doing good. Well, I'm pleased to hear that. Shout out to you. You know what we've really caught up? And love as well, as always, to everybody taking time to hit the like button. 22 likes. Let's see how well we can do tonight, guys. Last night was impeccable. The vibes were impeccable. And tonight is already a good stream as well. It's a chill one. I'm feeling chilled. And I hope you guys are having a good day as well, because this is making me feel a little bit better after a bit of a rocky day. Oh, and Tam, talking about the chippy they had, says, if it was barely cooked. Fortunately, I was away in Nottingham at the weekend, so it's not my local /go-to, which is much better. I was going to say, Tam, because when you were like, oh, I had a terrible chippy, I was thinking, Scottish, Scotland knows its chippies. Like I've been Scotland. You guys like to batter some things up there. Like you have things battered up there which we couldn't even dream of down here in England. So shout out to Scotland, and for real, like Scotland, there are some good chippies in Scotland. Curtis just says Tom McDonald. Well, hello to you, Curtis Knight. I nearly called you Curtis McKnight, but hello to you. HG says, a chippy is an all-metal takeaway with a massive heating cabinet with all the food. An all-metal takeaway. I know what you mean, HG. I've never heard it described that way, but I do know what you mean. And the massive heating cabinet is accurate, to be fair. Like, I actually was thinking of how to describe that. You are correct, HG. It is a heating cabinet, isn't it? Like, they cook the food in the fryer underneath at the shelves in the heating cabinet. So, you're not wrong. And Edward number 2 says, Edward, what about your mobile data? Is that... We could risk it, guys. I've just got a bad feeling that if I turn my mobile data on for the next 60 minutes, I feel like it'll just rinse it. So what I'm going to do, everybody, come what may, I'm going to buy an additional phone plan. So I've just got unlimited data on that. So as of tomorrow, actually, well, I'm not streaming tomorrow, but when we're back Sunday for the announcement stream talking about the Discord, I'm going to buy an eSIM between now and then, and let's see how we get on. I have a good feeling that should solve the problem, because it's just going to be, well, hopefully it should, like, the phone should keep up with the data. But yeah, I'm going to buy an unlimited plan. So let's see how we got on. So thank you for the suggestion. Let me go back to the chat. Kingdom Curtis Knight is now saying hello. You kind of look like the singer of Kingdom of Giants too. I'm not familiar with Kingdom of Giants. I have to check them out, but I've had people say worse things to me in the chat, to be fair. So it is what it is. Am Purple says, bro, are you a coder? No, I do not know how to code. So unfortunately, if you've got a coding situation, I'm not your guy. But nowadays there are a lot of people who are, so I'm sure you can find that help. What else have we got? But I do think coding's interesting, to be fair, just for the record. Like I can't code, but I do find kind of the idea of how computers work really interesting. I know nothing about it, but I do find it really interesting. Edward number 2 says, go nearer to your router. Edward number 2, unfortunately, I am literally only a couple of meters away from my router, so if it's not working from over here, it's not working generally. So if needs be, we can end the stream early tonight, because this is so frustrating, because I can see people dropping off, and I know there's some regulars still here chilling, but I know it must be glitching for you guys, so I can only apologise, because this is really annoying. And HG says, streaming is data intensive. Yeah, that's my fear, HG. Slime says, bro has femboy potential. Well, you know what, Slime? You've got in the timeout section potential. What do you reckon? And by the way, just for the record, that doesn't offend me. I'm not offended by that, but I more just think it's a rude message. And we don't like rude people around here, guys. We want to be friendly, we want to be welcoming. And like I've said to you before, as we say up north, if in doubt, say now. So if you've got nothing good to say, and this applies to me as well, if you've got nothing good to say, don't be rude to people on people. It's just not a very polite, civilised way to conduct yourself. Maximilian is back in the chat. What's up to you, Maximilian? How are you doing tonight? Oh, excuse. So, got you. Oh, of course. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Tam or Thomas. Thank you, Tam. Oh, okay. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't Tam like a very Scottish abbreviation? Have I made that up? I felt like I've read in a book. I don't know if you've heard of the Inspector Rebus series. It's by Ian Rankin. I'm sure you have. If you're Scottish, I'm sure you'll have heard of Ian Rankin, because he's probably one of the most famous authors. He's probably the most famous author, like living author, after J.K. Rowling. I would say, who's from Scotland. She's from Edinburgh, right? I know she lived there, but I think she's Scottish. But yeah, Tam, thank you. I will call you Tam from now on. I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely thinking your username was Tamp TV, so thanks for setting me straight. And Edward number 2 says, check in your area if there is fibre optic or coax. Edward number 2, this is the super annoying thing, because this is fibre optic internet. I had fibre optic put in to be working, so I'm literally going to have to ring up the company. It's just another job for the list, but yeah, I'm going to have to ring up the company. But in any case, guys, worry not. We'll try the unlimited data plan and see how we get on with that. And thank you, Maximilian, for the compliment about my team. We'll see you when you're back. Jay says, got that toaster with the EE. It's not an EE router, but yeah, I'm feeling frustrated right now, guys. If you're here and it's been lagging for you, I really do appreciate you chilling with me and vibing along, because like I said before, if there's one thing you need as a streamer, it's internet that works. And the one thing not got at the moment is internet that works. It's super annoying. I'm literally sat 3 meters away from the. It's not like it's like 30 meters away and the other side of some big house. It's like a short distance away. Super annoying, honestly, guys. But we're here. We're persevering, and I know we've got some in the chat, bringing the energy, holding the chat together. So if that's you, shout out to you, and a shout out to everybody hitting the like button. We're on 24 likes, and I think we can at least blast our way to 30 tonight. So you know what to do. You know what to do. Hit the like button, and if you've not hit subscribe, let me remind you that we're streaming 5 days of the week. Today is actually our last day of the week, so we're back on Sunday, and on Sunday we're going to talk about the Discord, which will be launching on Saturday. So make sure you hit subscribe, and love to whoever just hit the like button. 25 likes. That's what I'm talking about. Bronson DeVille says your hair is so even. Thank you, Bronson. It is very symmetrical. I don't know if I wanted it to be quite so symmetrical, but shout out to my hairdresser for getting even. And shout out to Bronson for the comment. Abraham V1 says, welcome back, Kurt Cobain. Here I am, Abraham, back from the dead. Here ta'ing you. What else have we got? Teju is back in the chat. Apologies, I was working on multiple tasks in parallel, which caused a delay. I'll ensure better focus going forward. Hey, Teju, don't worry at all, man. No pressure, no stress. Just tune in when you can, man. Like I say, there's never any obligation to jump on these streams. I know some people, sometimes some of them, they miss the streams, and they're like, Edward, I'm sorry I missed the stream. And it's like, listen, no pressure to ever streams. I know people have busy lives, and like I've always said, I would rather you join the stream once a month, stayed for the whole thing and had a really good time, than felt like you had to come like multiple times a week or like anything like that. So listen, guys, only come when it's good for you. But whenever you are here, you know I love having you. Okay, Edward number 2, yes, I will send you that link, 100%, 100%. Me and Robin will do some brainstorming, and I'll 100% send you that link, my friend. Well, we've got a random fact in the chat from The Real Shadow Milk, who says, a random fact, lemon sharks and hammerhead sharks like nose parts. That is a fact I did not know. I did not think that a shark would like a little pat on the nose. So that's sharing the random fact. And if you're here for the first time, you may not be aware that we have chat members who share their own little fun little thing in the chat. And for some people, that's facts about space. You can see the Shadow Milk has dropped a cool nature fact there. And we've got Brooke, who leaves a positive tip of the day. Brooke may be back at work right now, but I'm sending her huge hugs because she always pops in when she can. And if you're here right now, I'm sending you a big hug as well. Maybe you're new here and you're thinking, what are these streams about? Well, the regulars know, but these streams are all about good vibes, about positivity, coming together from all over the world and just hanging out and having a nice chill little time. So if you're here right now, shout out to you. And speaking of nice people, we've also got Jazz, another one of our lovely regulars, watching from all the way in Canada. So I can see 11 people, but up to 11 people in the chat right now. And it makes me wonder, like, how far distance there is between us. There's probably thousands and thousands of miles. I know we've got Teju, who was here a minute ago, watching from India. We've got Jazz over in Canada, myself in England. That's a big amount of miles covered between us, guys. Lev Gaming Time says, hi, how long are you streaming a day? Question, Lev, thank you for that. So currently I'm doing 5 days of the week and I stream for around an hour and 45 minutes each of those 5 days. So that's about, what, an hour and a half? Roughly an hour and a half. 8.5 hours roughly a week. So about an hour and 45 minutes a day. Last night was nearly 2 hours. You guys kept me up late, but it was a super stream, so I enjoyed it. But yeah, typically about an hour and 45 minutes a day. Lev Gaming Time. Who knows, maybe that'll change in the future. Maybe I'll have more time for streaming, but on top of the 9 to 5, I'm doing my best to pump out the streams for you guys at the moment. So I really appreciate, like I said, people who join these streams, because without you guys, they're nothing. It's just me talking to the camera. So if you're here, if you're bringing the energy, getting chatty in the chat, and just like I say, being one of the crew, shout out to you guys. And shout out to Richard Yu, who's back in the chat and says, hi Edward. Hello Richard, how are you this evening? And talking about facts in the chat, we've got one from Edward number 2, who says, a weird fact about Chernobyl is it wasn't a human mistake. The rod's graphite tips caught fire, causing it to slowly unstabilize, and even the saving couldn't save it. Damn. So I didn't actually know that. I didn't know that about Chernobyl. I actually don't know much about Chernobyl as a disaster. I just kind of know about the effects of it. So thank you for the fun, well, not the fun facts, but for the cool fact, Edward number 2. We always appreciate those. And hello to Brooke as well, who initially said, hi Edward, then she returned the message and said, hi guys. So what's up to you, Brooke? Nice to see you back in the chat, and thank you, Edward number 2, for welcoming Brooke to the chat. That's what I love, guys. I love it when people welcome other people to the chat. It's super welcoming, obviously. And the Aparishit says, don't worry, buddy, everything is going to be alright someday. Well, thank you for the kind energy. That's what I'm talking about, the Aparishit. Never seen you here before, but you're in the chat with an encouraging statement, which is what we like around here. So double leave that appreciate. And what else have we got? Sunny Teju says, skip my message. He says, thank you for your understanding and patience and sincerely appreciate it. Well, Teju, I appreciate you being here and for joining us when you can. And as I say, never any pressure to be here or to show up on time or anything like that. Just pop in when it suits you. Krishna, I'm not going to keep saying your name. Please ask me something different. I've said it once, but I'm not going to say more after tonight. Alright then, who else have we got? In fact, tell you what, Kakarane, aka Krishna, you should change your username to Krishna, because you keep wanting me to say username, but I already know your real name, and you know that I know your name, so from now on, I'm going to call you Kakarane. Change your name, I'm going to call you Kakarane, because you know that I know your name is Krishna, but you always say it, so yeah, Kakarane it is. Okay. Richard says, you know a lot of movies out there from the don't know about Edward. Which movies would those be? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I know we've got a range of like ages in the chat. To be fair, we get people from like all the youngsters all the way up to people in their like 40s and 50s. And I know this because I look at the analytics after streams. So yeah, I know we've got a wide audience range. So I guess there are some films that like maybe that you haven't, or vice versa. Like I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. Yaya is in the chat and says, hi to you, Yaya. How you doing this evening? And what else have we got? What's in El Chato this evening? Oh, and Yaya says, how are you, Edward? Hello from London. Thank you so much for sharing. Like, as you know, Yaya, I love it when people say where they're from. It's one of my favourite parts. I love to know that I'm up here in the north of England, and meanwhile, Yaya's down in London. We've got Jazz in Canada. We've got Sunny, Teju all the way over in India. So if you're out there and you're watching, jump in the chat, say hello. You'll be made to feel very welcome. And for real, it's super fun where people are from. Millie Rose says, do you like watermelon? Yes, I love watermelon. One of my favourite fruits. So great question, Millie Rose. And okay, what else have we got? Robin Rochester just says, why would you want to have that? Not what that's referring to, Robin. More context needed, please. Okay, what else is in El Chato this evening? And Robin says, hello from Tanzania. Tanzania? Damn, this is about, guys, thousands of miles away in Tanzania, in Africa. We've got some people, but Robin saying hello. Well, thank you for saying hello, Robin. That is really fun to know. I think you are the first ever watcher that I know of who's tuning in from Tanzania. We've had someone from South Africa. We've had someone from Algeria. I'm just naming African countries, as you can tell. But yeah, in terms of Tanzania, you're the first one. So shout out to you, Robin. Oh, and Logan says, yo, you know I wasn't on stream one night for an audition. Well, I got it. Congratulations, Logan. Oh, I was just about to say, tell us what it is. And he says, but I can't say what it is. HG says, me, Ed. What's that in relation to, HG? Let me know. I'm out of the loop here. I'm out of my loop. Okay, and Edward number 2 has got to go, but he's going to be back in about 10 to 15. We will see you soon, Edward number 2. Tam says, speaking of age, how old are you? Because your face does not give it away. I like to remain mysterious, ambiguous. I'm between 20 and 40. What else have we got? No, I'm up to date, actually, to be fair. That's cool. Apart from HG, who's saying, random rail fact, the standard rail gauge is 4 foot 8.5 inches. Very precise. That is precise, HG. Very precise indeed. Cool, yes, I've read your comment at HG, so I'm up to date. And Rob is back in the chat. Rob on the Diport channel. Good to see you, Rob. How are you doing, my friend? Listen, guys, you know every time that Rob joins the chat, I'm obliged to give him a big shout out, because Rob on his Depression Talk channel, you will see him in the chat. He does some great work. He talks about important subjects like depression, anxiety, his experiences of that, and he gives people a space to kind of share their experience as well. So huge W to Rob, and do drop him a subscribe, because he's doing awesome things. And speaking of awesome things and awesome vibes, Teju says, a warm welcome to all our global audience. Thank you for being here. If you find value in this content, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Teju, you are a wordsmith. I could have not put that in myself, my friend. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, if you're watching right now, please hit the like button. Don't forget, hit subscribe to join the vibe. We're growing fast around here. It's a lot of fun. And at 500 subs, we are doing the house tour. The regulars already know this. We've talked about it on the channel. And there's some great coming as well. This Sunday, we're talking about the Discord. The Discord's going to launch on the Saturday. And then on the stream, so tonight is our last stream of the week. And then Friday, Saturday, I have off streaming. And then tonight we are back, 8 PM UK time. And we will be talking about the Discord. And I'm hoping There's some pretty kind of digitally native people out there, especially some of the younger ones, but also people in their 20s and 40s. I know we're on Discord as well, so hopefully you will join us on that Discord adventure. There's going to be a lot of side channels in there. We're going to have spaces where people who have different passions can hear a little bit about that. So if you're into space or music or fashion or art or science, whatever, we can have a little channel in there. So as well as all the channel news, we're going to have some cool, just like random channels where people can like share information and vibe and continue the conversation. So I hope for that. Ocean Eyes says, good evening, sir. Light. Ocean Eyes, what a banger way to make an entrance. Good evening to you. How are you doing this evening? Thank you very much for liking this stream. And it's nice to see you in the chat once more. Love it. Like I said, guys, I love it when people jump in the chat and the first thing they open with is like a friendly comment. It makes my night, honestly, because most people are like that. Zombie Queen, who was here before, usually opens with love and positivity to all. And like, who can't get behind that one? So thank you very much, Ocean Eyes, for doing a similar thing there. And speaking of great vibes in the chat, Sterniolo says, I'm back with more vibes, more quotes, and more friendship. Sterniolo, you're getting me more pumped. Pumped by the minute. I'm having to resist whacking my table with excitement. But if you're one of the people watching this stream right now, what's up to you? Don't forget to hit the like button and hit subscribe to join the vibe. At 500 subs, we're doing the house tour. We've got big things coming on the channel. Discord's launching on the weekend. Listen, I'm pumped up, and you should be too. So all of the regulars and everybody joining the conversation for the first time. Ocean Eyes says in the Discord, yes, Ocean Eyes, 100%. We want to get as many people in there. It's going to be, a friendly, welcoming space. We're going to have some mods in there who can, again, if you're not sure how to Discord, it's really easy. But if you're not sure how to use Discord, how to navigate the space, have some friendly mods who will be on hand who you can message. And yeah, it's going to be a good time, honestly. So yes, Ocean Eyes, you'll be very welcome in the Discord. BM3379 is back in the chat. Hi, how are you? BM3379, I am doing very well, thank you. How are you this fine evening? As you know, guys, but a reminder for all of the 22 people watching right now, my name's Edward. These streams are all about good vibes, positivity, and coming together from all over the world. We've literally got people in the chat right now from places like India, America, Canada, Europe, Tanzania. So if you're out there and you're watching, jump in the chat and say hello. I would love to hear where you're from, to connect with you, and to give you a shout out. And like I've said, and to say, don't forget, hit subscribe to join the vibe. We're streaming 5 days of the week and lots of good things coming, including the 500 subs house tour. The reason I keep mentioning that is because it's coming in fast. I thought 500 subs was going to be like weeks and weeks away, but at this rate, guys, like be in like next week or something. And I need to get my house tidied up a little bit. So yeah, I will see you with that one very soon. Ocean Eyes says, you're so friendly and sweet. Like, back at you, Ocean Eyes. Like, for real, that's the vibe around here. We want to keep it, we want to keep it friendly. I show that energy to the chat, and you guys show that back to me. So, once again, W to the chat, because, like, literally, call my bluff, everybody. If you know a friendlier, more welcoming chat section on the internet, let me know. You guys are an absolute credit to me and to yourselves, because every time we do these streams, everyone's so chill, so buzzing, so friendly, and that's what this meant to be about. If you're new here and you're thinking, what's he going on about? What's the point of these streams? These streams are a chance for us to come together from all over the world. Whether you're black, white, straight, gay, poor, rich, anything. Like, it doesn't matter. Here for a chill, nice time, you're welcome. As in, like, you're welcome here, not as in, like, oh, yeah, you're welcome. Not like that. And P2 said, hope you guys are okay. That's what I'm talking about. Look, P2, bringing the kind, supportive energy. WP2. And Sterniolo has dropped a quote in the chat and says, strength isn't what keeps you from breaking, it's what lets you put yourself back together without pretending that it didn't happen. But that's from Annie Wright. So shout out to Sterniolo. Hey guys, we've got some awesome regular chat members who all bring their little positive thing to the chat. We've got Brooke, who's like just like the positive tip of the day. Sterniolo, who does like the quotes of the day. We've got WB and Huntsman, who bring the space facts. So yeah, we've got some awesome, and who else as well? We've got Hate Plays, who's bringing some good knowledge as well. So shout out to everybody who's bringing their own little thing in the chat. I love it. What else have we got? Okay, and Luke says, y'all, should I start coming in and instead of saying hi, just say a random wholesome fact? Hey, Shadow Milk, you can do both. If you want to do the greeting, like, what's up, chat? I'd love that. And then if you want to drop the facts, I'd love that as well. So it's up to you. You make the call, but either way, I'm excited for it. And Tam says, right, I'm going to head off, bro. Have a nice night out. Have a nice night out. Have a nice night. Tam, if you're still watching, thanks for joining the chat. It was lovely to have you here as always. Thanks for being friendly and nice. And I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a nice night too. All right, let me catch up. Teju says, skipped a message. Teju, sometimes I'm going to skip the messages, not because I don't want to read everyone out, but sometimes the chat really goes busy. So sometimes, Teju, nowadays we have to eat the messages. That helps me. And actually, I did read your last message, Teju. It was about welcome all of our global audience to the chat. So I don't think I can see another message from you. Let me catch up to the chat. And Abby, the lovely Abby's in. What's up to you, Abby? How are you doing tonight? And Utkar Singh says, finally, someone knows English. What's up to you, Utkar? How are you? Oh, excuse me, Utkarsh, not Utkar, Utkarsh. How are you doing, Utkarsh? Good in the chat. Foxy85 just opens with a boo. What's up to you, C85? The County Durham legend is back in El Chato. How are you doing this evening? Oh, cool. I've made it to the chat, the top of the chat. Legendary, should I say. And Foxy says, bit late tonight. Yeah, Foxy, here I am tapping my watch. Where's the fox? But no, for real, no pressure to join. Like I was telling, who was I telling before? Literally a few seconds ago. My mind's gone blank. I can't remember. I was literally telling someone in the chat a second ago, there's never any pressure to join streams. Like, a lot of our regulars now will message and be like, yo, Edward, sorry I wasn't on stream. And like I always say, I love having you guys here, but there's no pressure. I don't want you guys to feel pressured. I want you to come and it'd be like a chill every time. So do not worry if you can't make it. Like, obviously, from a selfish point of view, I want as many people as here as possible. I want the vibe to be popping off. But at the same time, I want people to just come when it feels right for them. Oh, and speaking of going, the real Shadow Milk said, go in 3 minutes. Well, thank you for the 3-minute warning, Shadow Milk. And again, it was, even if we don't have a chance to say goodbye to you before you go, it was nice to have you here. And thanks for bringing the kind energy as always. Sterniolo says, I hope I can get a mod soon. Yes, Sterniolo, we will soon rotate the mods because we want to give everybody a chance to be a mod. And shout out to the mod squad, doing a great job, for real. Foxy says, I'm late because I was doing paperwork for Foxy Fan Club. Love it, Foxy. Love that. I swear to goodness, one of these days I'm just going to like turn TV or like go online or something and it's going to be like, new startup Foxy Fan Club acquired in a funding round for £17 million. It'll just be you swimming on a pile of cash. Okay, and on a pile of cash. Okay, and Utkarsh has finally found an English channel because apparently he is getting a lot of Russian-speaking people in the chat suggestion, which is an interesting one. I've never had any Russian-speaking channels suggested to me. And Evil Creates says, full support from India with 3 Indian flags. Evil Creates, thank you so much. Good to see you in the chat with us tonight. And honestly, we've got a lot of people that watch from India now. It's probably one of our countries where we have the most amount of regular viewers from. So shout out to Evil Create and thank you for the support. All right then, have I missed anything? El Chato. Sterniolo says, I didn't go to school today because too much anxiety. Well, I hope, Sterniolo, your anxiety is, kind of, not chilled out because that sounds patronising, but I hope your anxiety has subsided a little bit and you're feeling calm. And hopefully the stream will be a nice bit of light relief for you. Abby says, Edward, I hope you're well. I'm taking a break. Thank you for being kind and understanding. 1,000,000%, Abby. Like, I know people get overstimulated. I know sometimes people are busy or they've just got stuff going on or they don't feel like it. So there's never, ever any hard feelings if people can't make the stream. And I hope you have a good rest because I know it's late where you are, Abby. So have a good night's sleep and we'll see you again. And see you later, Shadow Milk, because has got to go now. Bye, Ed. Bye to you, Shadow Milk. It was nice to have you on the stream as always. And we'll see you again soon. And Sterniolo has been suffering with mental health. It's taken but he says doing okay at the moment. Well, Sterniolo, I hope you are doing okay. And like I said to you before, you know the chat is here for you as much as possible. Sophie Darth, hello to you. And Tumis K is in with a weird comment, which I won't read out, but I'm sure you guys can read. And P2 has got to go as well. Thank you for wishing Sterniolo well. P2, we will see you again on another stream. W to you. And Sophie Darth says, everyone, say you subscribed. Speaking of subscribed, make sure, guys, hit subscribe to join the vibe. Like I've told the chat, all the regulars know, we've got great things coming on the channel. We've got the house tour at 500 subs. We've got the Discord coming this Sunday, so make sure you tune in on Sunday at 8 PM UK time, because we're going to be back with another stream. On Sunday, we kickstart our week of streaming again, so we stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I take Friday and Saturday off, and then Sunday we come back. So make sure you hit subscribe. Join the vibe, and as I say, on Sunday we're going to be talking about the Discord, which is launching this weekend. Excited for that. And Abby says, you're really sweet, I appreciate you. I appreciate you as well, Abby. Trust me, it is a two-way street. The love is mutual, and yeah, sending big hugs. Number 2 says, HG, did Edward read my theory out loud? Let me try and catch up with your theory. Let me see. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I'm going to do my best to catch up with El Chato, but I might not be able to find the theory. So Edward number 2, you may need to put the theory in the chat again. I've scrolled up for quite some time and I can't find it. So yeah, I'm going to go to the top of the chat again. Kieran Quigley says, advice for intrusive thoughts. Great question, Kieran. Great question, because something that I struggle with as well. I would probably say, honestly, getting busy, being busy. Intrusive thoughts, the way to deal with intrusive thoughts is to kind of occupy with something else. So a lot of the time that could be something like exercise. I find going running helpful because, especially when I'm running and doing my best to like, when I say run as fast as I can, I don't mean sprinting, but I mean, like, let's say I go for like a 3.5 mile run or something. I want to be like objective where I'm like, this is too much. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be a casual jog. Like, I know it can be good as well, but sometimes I like to put myself in an exercise mindset where I'm struggling is what I'm saying. Like, I'm really trying. And when you're really trying and struggling to focus on the exercise and to keep up with what you're doing, it kind of takes your mind off other things. So, Karen, that is one suggestion. Meditation is also good, and I know things like yoga help as well. I need to get into yoga, to be fair. Katie Hopkins team, do you like Katie Hopkins? We don't talk about politics on the channel, and Katie Hopkins is very politicised, so I won't be giving a comment on her. What else have we got? Cool, I'm nearly there with the chat, which is nice. You guys don't even need me. You guys are just Oh, okay. No, I haven't said that. I was about to say you guys don't even need me, but we do have a comment to read out, and that is from someone who say the name is spelled Khawla. They say, trying to pronounce my name, it isn't koala. Caller? I'm gonna guess caller. If you're watching this stream right now, we've got someone in the chat whose username is Khawla, and they say, try to pronounce my name, it isn't koala. So I'm guessing caller. Let's see what they say. And by the way, if you've just tuned in for the first time and you're thinking, what's going on around here? Well, these streams are all about good vibes and positivity, and we bring people together from all over the world. Literally, people in the chat right now tuning in from all over the world. So if you're out there and you haven't jumped in the chat and said, yo, my name's so-and-so from this place, jump in the chat to know where you're from. And as the expression goes around here, hit subscribe to join the vibe. What else have we got? Dickus Poocher says, yo, Kurt Cobain. That's about literally the third person tonight that says I look like Kurt Cobain. Like, I'll take it, guys. He's an iconic musician, but just not got his talent. What else have we got in here? Cowler. Is that cow or... Yeah, okay, Cowler. I said it wrong. Oh, no, so that's a guess. I was reading that out. I thought someone was actually... That was the answer. Nope. Well, Khawla, you're going to have to put us out of our misery. And Dikasa Putra says, you still alive, Kurt? Well, I'm not Kurt, but if you're talking to me, I am alive and kicking, and streaming to 17 people right now. If you're out there, W to you. I know we've got a lot of regulars in the chat right now. We've probably got 1 or 2 new people. So if you are watching this stream, I would love to get to know you. Jump in the chat and say hello. It's a really friendly place, and people will make you feel welcome. And big love to whoever just hit the like button, taking us to 36. Amazing effort. We've got almost exactly half an hour left on stream. Last night we blasted our way to 55 likes, and I've got a good feeling that maybe tonight we could get somewhere near this again. So let's see how we do, guys. But for real, hit the like button and let's keep this stream popping off. But with a curse out. Okay, so we're still trying to get to the bottom of. There's someone in the chat. Their username is Khawla, and they say, how do you say my name? It's not koala. Now I guessed caller, and HG has guessed Cowler. But, oh, okay, it's an Arabic word, and like with a ka sound. How to explain it, because it's an Arabic word like kala. Is it kala or kola? Listen, guys, I'm rambling, but all I know is that 2 people just hit the like button, taking us to 38 likes. You are real one. If that was you, jump in the chat, you're getting a shout out. And listen, so I still know how to put kola or kala, I think that's more like kawla, is in Saudi Arabia. And if you guys have watched any of my streams, you know that I love meeting people from all over the world. It's one of my favourite parts about streaming. It's when people jump chat and say, hey, I'm from Saudi Arabia, or hey, I'm in America. I love connecting with people. It's one of my favourite parts about streaming. So shout out to everybody who's let me know. And if you're new here for the first time and you're thinking, what are these streams even about? Who is this guy? Well, the answer to that is, They're all about good vibes, positivity, coming together from all over the world. And we've got some big things coming on the channel. The Discord is launching on the weekend. We've got what else have we got? 500 subs house winning hot. So a lot to look forward to. And at some point we're going to do some IRL streams. And we're even going to do those IRL streams on better quality internet, because my internet's trash and it's making the streams lag. So we're going to fix that, and we're going to move onwards and upwards. And Lenny Page just gives a thumbs up. What's up to you, Lenny Page? Good in the chat. And Hodgie says, where is a good place to visit in Sheffield if you're introverted and struggling but actually need interaction? Ooh, good question. I actually couldn't answer that one too specifically. Introverted and struggling but actually need interaction. Well, off the top of my head, if generically speaking, if you're really introverted and struggling but actually need interaction, I would say something like a club of some sort. So maybe you've got a particular interest, maybe you're into board games, maybe video games, maybe you like walking outdoors, maybe you like pottery. Whatever you're doing, there'll be a class out there for that. And at those classes, people will be friendly because you've got that shared interest, you've got a shared passion, and they're not going to judge you or weird because you're all there for the same thing. So what I would say is, if you can find something that you're into and join a club, and that will build your confidence generally, and you'll probably meet people who you can be friends with as well. Foxy says, anyone from Tibet or North Korea? Now, we've had someone, Foxy, who said they were from North Korea, but I'm pretty sure they weren't from North Korea, because I don't think the internet access is that good over there. And Tibet, I don't think we've had anyone from Tibet either. We've had from Nepal, we've had a couple of people from Nepal, but never from Tibet. But we've had people from literally all over the world. It's crazy. What's up to you, Abdel Hakim, who's back in the chat? Good to see you again. But yeah, we've had people literally from all corners of the earth. It's pretty mad, but really cool. Okay, another quote from Stoniola says, the mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. John Milton, that's a great one, to be fair. John Milton, if I'm not mistaken, a famous English poet. I want to say English poet, I'm pretty sure that's right. Jettus Prod 18 says, stop talking. Quite a rude thing to jump in the chat with, Jettus Prod, and I hope, I'm praying in fact, that your next comment will be a friendly and welcoming comment. But what we like around here, we like good vibes, positive energy, people coming together, and when we're on stream, it's all about, as I say, hanging out. We've all got tough lives, things going on in the world, and when we're on stream together, we want to have time vibing together. And another comment from Neil says, happiness depends on ourselves, Aristotle. Stoniola, where are you getting these from? Because you are just an endless source of good quotes. And biggest fan says, I'm assuming you have a cheapest phone. Might be a good idea to close some background apps due to lagging voice. Background apps. I don't know if I've got any background apps at the moment, but I'm sure I am lagging. So if I'm lagging for you, if you're one of the 18 people watching right now, and it's lagging for you, and you think, this guy, his internet is trash. Yes, my internet is trash. But for the time being, I'm trying to overcome the trash in internet through the power of vibes. We've got a great crew of regulars here who hold it down in the chat and make things pop off. So shout out to all the regulars. And shout out to you if you're here for this time. If I could just remind you to hit subscribe to join the vibe. At 500 subs, we're doing the house tour, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun for real. So do like button and hit subscribe. What else have we got in here? Laken Hodgson says, hello, how are you? May I challenge you on something, or should I say bet you on something? Laken, if you're still here, let me know. Curious what you wanted to ask me about or put to me. Okay, and thank you, biggest fan, for the encouragement. I hope the internet improves too, because like I've said before, if there's one thing you need as someone who streams, it's internet that works. And when my internet doesn't work, it does undoes my good work and your good work in the chat. So words need to be had with my internet provider for real. Zombie Queen, again, back with another great contribution, says, much love and positivity to my amazing family. That's what I'm talking about, guys. If you're one of the 18 people watching, probably about 10 of them, 15 of them at this point are regulars. But if you're one of the new people here, and you're thinking, what are these streams about? Well, it's all about good vibes, good energy, and coming together from all over the world. We've literally got a regular crew of people who come together from all over the world. And when we're together on these streams, it's all about good fun, having vibes. And as you can see, the chat is a very welcoming place around here. And as well, can I just give a big shout out to whoever hit the like button for the 40th time? Dub, that's an awesome effort. 66 minutes in. Guys, at this rate, once again, we're going to hit 50 likes. And like I told you about 20 minutes ago, if we hit 60 likes, I'm doing 60 press-ups, 60 push-ups on camera. So let's see what happens. Dickus Putra says, do you know Indonesia? Yes, I know of Indonesia, for sure. And actually one of our regular viewers who's not been here for a little while, I think he's been sleeping earlier, Blaj Haja, is from Indonesia as well. So yes, we do have people who watch from Indonesia. Lakin says, I bet I can get you to say, you nearly got me there, Lakin, you nearly got me there. Sterniolo says, he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. Arabian proverb. And another one, a 2-for-1. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. Sounds like a Greek philosopher. I'm guessing that's a Greek philosopher. Great quote, Sterniolo. Sterniolo, in the Discord, I'm hoping you're going to join us in the Discord. And as I say, one of the side channels I would love to have is literally like an inspirational or slash motivational motivational channel. And I really hope, Sterniolo, you'd be up for helping with that, because that could be a really good little channel. Damn, HG with another random fact says, longest word in the German dictionary is 79 letters. That is mental. And biggest fan with some technical advice about my lagging internet says, I work in IT. Speak to them, ask to do a line check, a noise level check, and switch you to a gaming profile. Also restart your router daily. Thank you for the tip, because I've never restarted my router. So actually, maybe if I'll restart my router, that might do something. Let's see. Not right now. We're not going to turn it off right now, but we will try turning it off. Have we got else? Richard Hughes says, hi, Edward. Hi to you, Richard. How are you doing? And hello to Highest, who says, hi. How are you doing, Highest Days? Lakin, you're not going to get me. And Lavu MNH Queen Lavu says, I like your eyes. Well, Lavu, I love that energy. I love that compliment. Thank you so much. And if I could humbly invite you to consider subscribing, we stream 5 days a week around here, and I would love to have you back in the chat with us. Okay, and Not That Innocent is dropping a song lyric. I can't remember who that's by, but I can hear the tune. Me sweet, me, I can't think who that's by right now. Who that's by at the moment, yeah. Okay. Dickus Poocher says, have you ever had a dream of going to Indonesia? Yes, guys, I would love to do more global travel. Sure, I'd love to see more of Asia. I went to Thailand and Cambodia last year, and it was a great time. I want to go back to Asia again next year. And Indonesia, somewhere that would be super cool to visit. Like, I'd love to visit so many places, guys. And I've told you, if you're one of because you know, one of my kind of dreams in the background is I would love to stream full time and do some IRL streams like in countries around the world, places like India, go to Africa, South America. But to be fair, anywhere could be cool for streaming. So many people speak English around the world. So yeah, there's a lot of places to explore and to show you guys as well. One of the things I like about the idea of doing IRL streams is because I know we'd have people watching from, for example, India who might never have seen Canada, or people in Canada who've never seen Indonesia. And so you would a little glimpse into that world as well. I think could be pretty fun. Yes, and Edward number 2, his dream is to be a nuclear engineer someday. Which is honestly, a really good thing to aspire towards. And Sterniolo says, I will be here for the Discord. Yes, Sterniolo, love that energy. Look forward to having you with us. I really do feel once we get it set up, it's going to be great, because there's going to be different channels to have different people's interests in there. And, if you, as I say, if you've got a particular passion for sport or something, that can be your little zone to share things with the community. I'm Not That Innocent says, are you British? Yes, I am British. I'm English to be precise. How about you? I'm Not That Innocent. Where are you from? And thank you for that, Sterniolo. Oh, and HG talking about dream Asian destinations says, my dream destinations in Asia are Singapore and Japan. Yeah, I went to Japan earlier in the year, as you guys know, and Singapore would be really fun to visit as well. I don't know what the law is streaming in Singapore, because I think it could be an interesting place to stream from, but I also know it's a very strict place, and I don't want to get arrested for streaming. Alright. Cool, and Foxy's in Engine as well, hell yeah. Got some talented people up in the chat. Priyanshu is back in the chat and says, hello! Hello to you, Priyanshu, how are you doing? Oh, yes, and please, Dickus, if you've got some... I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Or is it Dikasa? Dikasa Putra? Or is it Dika Saputra? It could be Dika Saputra, I don't know. But Dika, as I will call you, from Indonesia, you say, let me give you the most beautiful destinations in Indonesia, please. I would love some local recommendations. And this, guys, is one of the benefits of being a streamer, because when I get to connect with people from all over the world, people are from different places. So Abby, for example, lives in New Delhi, and she was like, oh, I'll have to show you this place, or you should check out this place. So it's really cool. We get people from different countries, and they share that insider knowledge. And yeah, it's a good time. So shout out to everybody that's here, tuning in from all over the world. What else have we got in Chato? I'm not sure. Let me see. Priyanshu says, I'm doing good, buddy. What about you all? I am doing good. Thank you very much for asking. Like I said, it's been another great stream. 41 likes already. Epic effort from the chat once more. It's been a chill one. We've had the regular crew in here as always, and some new people rocking up as well, so it's good time. Chimp18 says, do a flip. You know, it's funny, like, we sometimes get people that will jump in the chat for the first time. It's always the people that jump in the chat for the first time, and they just say, do a backflip. Flip. No other context. Maybe other streamers. Maybe I'm one of those, the few streamers who doesn't do a flip on command. What else have we got in here? Sterniela says, missed my suggestion. What's the suggestion? Let me scroll up and find something about translating. I'm trying to find it, Sterniela. The Discord, I saw that. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to scroll up. It was a quote. I'm gonna have to come back to it. Oh, can I do an Irish quote and then translate it? If you want to. Oh, of course, you're from Ireland. I was thinking, hang on. I was like, why would you do that? But it's because you're Irish. Of course, yeah. Sterniela, drop it, man, for sure. Thank you for asking as well, but yeah, drop it in the chat. Oh, and Foxy, to be precise, talking about the type of engineer, he says mechanical/electrical. Nice. And thank you, Foxy, as well, for the little bit of mentorship that's coming in. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, honestly, this is why the chat around here is good, because it's not just like clout, or it's never clout, but it's not like clout or none of that stuff. It's all just like hanging out and chilling. And honestly, I see people making friendships in the chat, and it's super fun. So shout out to Edward number 2 for sharing about your dreams and ambitions, and shout out to Foxy for showing a little bit of mentorship as well. Chim says no one does it. No one does backflips. You could be different. Well, Chim, I actually don't know how to backflip, so maybe at 1,000 subs I'll learn how to do a backflip and we can celebrate with one of those. But I feel like if I tried to do a backflip, A, there's no space behind me, and B, if I did it, I'd probably just become that guy who's paralysed from the neck down in a freak accident. So I take that risk right now. But what I do want to say is a big shout out to everybody who's hit the like button. We're on 41 likes, and with 15 minutes left of chat, roughly 15 minutes left of the stream, if we can hit 50, who knows? The other day it went into overdrive at the last like 5 or 10 minutes, so anything can happen. And Lenny Page is a doubter and says, no way you're doing 60 press-ups. Well, guys, all the regulars, listen, if you're one of the regulars, were you here the other day when we did 51 press-ups for the chat? Let me know. It wasn't in one go. I did like 30 and then I did like 20. No, I did 30, I did 15, and then I did 6 to finish with. I can even remember because it took minutes. But yeah, Lenny Page, we'll do. Listen, if we get 60 likes, that's the deal. If we get 60 likes on the stream before we finish streaming, 60 press-ups, no problem at all. And I've obviously put the camera on as well. Like I have no problem with backing myself on that. What have we got? Okay, Andika talking about where to go in Indonesia says, going to Jogja. Thank you for the suggestion. Never heard of Jogja. If you're wondering what the context is on that, we've got one of our chat members who's from Indonesia, and they're giving me recommendations of places to visit in Indonesia. Now, I've not got a trip booked to Indonesia, but I was saying that I want to go back to Asia, and Indonesia on the list. So at some point, I'll have to check that out. Thank you for the recommendation. And whatever else. And thank you, Sterliola, for backing me up. Like I said, guys, I said before that if we get to 60 likes tonight, I'm doing 60 press-ups. The other night, I did it with 51, and that's exactly what I did. Jimmy Jazz says, Edward, have you had a lovely cold glass of almond milk? I have not had a lovely cold glass of almond milk. I'm currently drinking a big glass of water, and later on I'll probably have some milk. But no almond milk tonight. But nice to see you in the chat, Jimmy Jazz. Alright. Let me catch up with El Chato. You know what? I'm caught up with El Chato. And Edward number 2 says, at 50 likes, do a bottle flip. What does that mean? Does that mean like flip a bottle? Does that mean flip the bottle of hot sauce? Because again, I could see that going wrong. And Foxy says, council pop. Yeah, for real, honestly. You know what's funny though, guys? Like, when I was a kid, no, I used to like water as a kid, but you know, when I was a child, I used to like juice was my thing. I used to love milk and I used to love juice, like fruit juice. But now I'm an adult, like, honestly, water's my favourite drink. Like, I could drink like juice or whatever, and I do like a glass of soy milk, you know, I like my soy milk, guys. But honestly, glass of water, one of my favourite things. And Chimp says, how often do people ask for flips? You know what, it's not that uncommon. Pretty sure we had someone else yesterday who asked for a flip, literally yesterday's stream, and they weren't called Chimp18, so pretty sure it's someone else. And Foxy says, the body's motivate. Yes, indeed, Foxy. What is it? Is it like 78% or 72%? I swear it's about in the 70%, 70-something percent of which the body is made up of water. And by the way, guys, if you're one of the 15 people here and there's a slim chance that you're not one of the regular crew and you're wondering what's going on, who is this guy, what's happening? Well, these streams are a chance for good vibes, positivity. We come together from all over the world, all over the world. Right now, we've got Dika, who's in Indonesia, and they're talking about Injogia, which is a place in Indonesia, and they're saying in Injogia you can find temples, beaches, spicy hills, and a culture that is still very strong. If you have the opportunity to go to Indonesia, I'm ready to take you around Indonesia for free. Thank you so much, honestly. Dika, this is what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for the offer. I genuinely really appreciate it because this is what I love about streaming. Connect with people from all over the world. I just took a screenshot and then just, not so I can be like, you said you'd give me a tour. Where's my tour? It's just so I can remember the name of the place. But for real, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, guys. And honestly, if I can get to the point where we can continue the community, I would love to do some global IRL streams, go to places in India, visit like Indonesia, go to South America, maybe some countries in Africa. I definitely want to go to some countries in Southeast Asia. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that offer. Jimmy Jazz, talking about water again, says, I keep bottles of water in the fridge and love drinking them ice cold. Nice. You know what, Jimmy Jazz? I don't know why I don't do that because I love ice cold as well. Maybe I failed to plan in a very basic way, but yeah, love cold water. W water, for real. And Core.js says, why is there a live leak watermark in the corner? Well, hopefully there's not, because if there is a live leak watermark, that means that somebody else is pirating my stream, or in a parallel universe, I'm coming through from live leak, so I think that's hopefully not the case. But by the way, shout out to the 17 people watching right now. We're streaming from the north of England, we're coming together from all over the world, and we've got an awesome crew of regular people. Keeping the chat very lively, I must say, which is what we love to see. And shout out, as always, to everybody who takes the time to hit the limit. It's much appreciated. And you know what we say around here. Hit subscribe to join the vibe. Okay, and from Deku says, maybe you can check a temple most famous in Jogja is called Candi Prambanan. Thank you for the recommendation. And thank you to Buys, who says, love from Belgium. Buys, this is the first time I've seen you in the chat, and I just want to say, thank you for being here. I love it when people tell me where they're from. It's one of my very favourite things about streaming. People said to me, like, Edward, why did you start streaming? I started because I thought, I'll just give it a go. I hopped on stream, and one or two people jumped in the chat, and it was fun. And I never really looked back, and we've been streaming ever since. And at the moment, we stream for 5 days of the week. And I love it when people say hello from places all around the world. So I'm sending big love back to you from England, Buys, and thank you for saying hi in the chat. Oh, and Rob actually says, apparently, body. So we're talking about what percentage of the human body is made up of water. Now, I thought it was 70-something%, but we've got one of our chat members, Rob, who says 50 to 65% water men, 45 to 60% women. Does that mean that men are more hydrated than women? I don't know. I'm not trying to start a gender war over here, guys. But thanks for the update, Rob. I did not. And courses, why is it so laggy? That is a question I've been asking the universe for quite some time. Soon, guys, as of tomorrow, so tomorrow, between now and tomorrow, I'm going to buy an additional eSIM for my phone, unlimited data, and I'm going to try and run the stream off. The only reason why I'm not running my stream off my mobile data at the moment is because streaming is super data intensive, and my data would just run out within like half an hour. So I don't know if I'm going to buy a separate data package. So fingers crossed, guys, tomorrow, who knows, maybe tomorrow we'll be out of an era where there's no lagging on the channel. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but that's the plan. And Foxy says Peru. I'd like to go to Peru, check out the old ruins. Nice, Foxy. I would love to like Peru, South America in general. Great suggestion. And Edward number 2 says, Edward, ever had almond water? I've never had almond water. I've had almond milk, but never almond water. Oh no, that's a lie actually. I have had almond water. I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge fan of almond water because I thought it was going to be almond milk and it was rating to me. And I didn't find it that hydrating actually. So almonds W, almond milk W, almond water, it's from me. HG is saying, in the UK you have a choice at college to do A-level, AA or T-level law. T-level is where you go straight into the workplace, but they no pay. The others test like GCSE. Right, so that was an update from HG talking about the education system. But just tuned in and you're thinking, is this a stream about the English, the UK education system? And the answer, no, these streams are about good vibes and coming together from all over the world. So I know we've got a lot of regular people watching right now, but if you're one of the new crew members around here, hit subscribe to join the vibe and do get to hit that like button. At 60 likes, we may not hit 60 likes tonight, but at 60, when we next hit 60 likes on the stream, I'm going to do 60 press-ups of the chat. And like I've said before, at 500 subs, the house tour is locked in and confirmed. And that's coming on fast, guys, so I'm looking forward to you. Foxy says, I'm going to live streaming to be filthy rich and YouTube famous. Unashamed to admit it. Fair play, Foxy. I mean, you do your thing. As long as you stay like friendly and don't rip anyone off, like you do your thing. But all I would ask is that if you go up and become massive, just remember me. I'm not saying cut me in on your riches, but just remember me. If I see you about, I'm like in your chat section, and I'm like, yo, Foxy, you're here in my chat section. Don't be like, this guy, he's deluded. He's delusional. What else have we got in here? Thank you, Foxy, you're correct around here. As I say, you're welcome whatever religion or no religion, but we don't talk about religion here just because we want to keep it super friendly and welcome to everyone. And I think you're right. I think that was a religion bot. Arthur, calling me out and holding me to account, says Edward. In a previous stream, you repeated the lie that Mo Sislak invented the flame. It was in fact stolen from a man named Homer Simpson who wishes for you to retract this false statement. Well, Arthur and representatives of Mr. Homer Simpson, I stand corrected. You are right. The Flaming Mo was not invented by Homer, and I spoke incorrectly. And you're right. The whole point of the episode was that Mo steals the recipe for the Flaming Mo off Homer, who creates it by accident. So yeah, you're absolutely right, and thanks for the comment. Slow Bolt Holt says, "Is that a wig?" No, this is my real hair. This is my real hair. And boom, up to the chat just like that. Amazing stuff, guys. Like as I was, can't even speak tonight. Oh my goodness, let's try that for a third time. Always say. Big shout out to all of the regulars here, holding the chat down, and for all of the people that have turned up tonight as well. It was nice to have seen you as well, and honestly, everybody that tunes in from all over the world, I absolutely love it. It means a lot to me, and it even means a lot to me when people leave comments that aren't always friendly, because it gives me a chance to remind people that around here we want to keep the vibes positive, friendly, and welcoming. And Arthur says your chats are coming through a lot quicker tonight. Arthur, this is a chill night tonight. Things are popping off even faster. Things have been going really well around here. I'm really lucky. Chat holds it down. We've got an awesome crew of people around here, an amazing community, an amazing community that's growing fast. And speaking of community, it's going to be a new phase for the channel this weekend, because on Sunday we're going to be back streaming and we're going to be talking about the Discord, which is launching a stealth launch on Saturday. So hopefully you will tune in on Sunday. We're going to talk about the Discord. The Discord is going to be a place where people from all different walks of life can hang out, chill, continue the conversation when we're not on stream. And like I say, we're going to have side channels for different passions, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Edward number 2 says, Edward, can you read us a story in a stream one day? I like the suggestion, and why not? We could read some stuff out. And talking about long hair says, it's actually hard to grow long hair. We discussed it before. I've actually tried. Foxy, it is, man. Like that's the thing with long hair. It's kind of a bit of a trap in a way. Once you have long hair, you don't want to so this is the shortest. Like previously, I had it down out there, like maybe like last year, and then I cut it shorter to this. And now I'm kind of like, ooh, do I cut it short? Don't I? Because like I want something fresh, but at the same time, once you kind of go past like there, you kind of cut that off or more. It's like you've got to go through that awkward stage again, and it's a little bit tricky. He asked, do you get split ends and do you trim them up? I'm lucky. My hair is quite fine, and I mean, not that determines whether you get split ends or not, but I just mean no. For any of the problems I have with hair, split ends is not one of them. I'm quite lucky. I don't know whether it's because my hair stays well hydrated or whether it's just because I'm lucky and I don't get that. But no, fortunately, not really any split ends. What I get with my hair is that it looks really greasy after like 2 days. Some people, they can have the hair for like 10 days and only then does it start to look a bit. Mine looks greasy after 2 days because it's quite fine, so I have to wash it fairly, like every other day I try and wash it. Oh, and I've missed Sterniolo's Irish quote. Now I think that's because he may have put it in English, just straight away in English. Okay, I'm the Irish quote. Let me go up. I'm trying to find the Irish quote. It was some time ago, but I'm going to try and find it. And there's no way I'm going to read it out, so I'm just going to look at the Irish words. Or is that the Gaelic? Forgive my ignorance. I'm trying to find it, actually. I literally can't find this. You might have to post it again, Sterniolo. Because I'm looking for Irish words in the chat right now, and I can't see them. And I've scrolled up quite far. No, I can't find it. You might have to put it in again. I'm Clueless says, keep the long hair. Men look way better. Well, thank you for the suggestion. Like I say, it's just I fancy a change because I've had long hair for so long. Like I used to have, like I said, like really long hair, like down to there. And then I had like there, and now I've got hair like here, so I'm just I kind of want something like it's a bit fresh and a bit sort of like, dare I say it, a little bit manly, so yeah. But thank you for the suggestion, I'm clueless, and I'm guessing you're a woman based on that suggestion, and I always like to get a woman's opinion for real. I have a lot of like friends, and I always like to ask their opinions on stuff. Edward says, Edward, what's your last name? My last name is Cares. Edward Cares. Foxy says, short back and sides, military styled, mate. Honestly, Foxy, like, I had like a short back and sides probably since I was, well, how many years has it been? It's probably been since I was, it's probably been about 7 years, something like that. No longer, it's probably been about 7 years since I had like short back and sides. And when you first get it, it does feel nice. Like, I don't know how long your hair is at the moment, Foxy, but in the past, I spent most of my life getting short back and sides, and longer on top. And it feels good. It feels good, like the back of your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice to run your hair through, like your hand through long, but it feels fresh. It feels fresh when you've had a trim, and it's just like, all shaved. Oh, okay. Thank you for the Irish again. Now I'm not going to try and read that out because I just won't pronounce it correctly. But the quote, the translation is, "Nothing lasts forever. This too shall pass." Context: a comforting reminder that current struggles are temporary. Thank you for that, Sterniolo. I can't think where I've heard that from before. Like, this too shall pass. I've definitely heard that phrase before, and I can't think from where. I've no idea what that Swiggy Boy Raz who says, "Name your son, don't." What does it mean? Can anyone translate? What does that mean? I genuinely don't know. And so he's saying that he's got short back and sides, military styled. Oh, okay, I get you. Say no more. Alright, how long have we got left to chat? So we're at 9:34. You know what, guys? We've got like last 5 or 10 minutes. So let's see if we can finish on a high tonight. Let's not high, everybody. I'm going to try and release a couple of shorts or something, some content between now and when we come back on Sunday. And watch out for a poll on my channel as well. If you're watching right now, I should have said this with loads of people in the room, but watch out for the poll because we're going to do one on my page, and hopefully you will have your... Oh, I'd love you if you get, especially the regulars, I would love you guys to vote in that poll because I want you to have a bit of input about what we do on the channel. Alrighty, what else have we got? And Sterniolo says, I have short hair, but I want to go long. Yeah, honestly, Sterniolo, it's the initial stages of growing. It's when you get to my length, it's fine. Like, you don't need to worry about growing it long. But it's when it's like getting to your ears and it's not long, it's not short. It just looks a bit scruffy, and you can't really easily tuck it back. So yeah, there is definitely an awkward stage. The Satan Milk says, get Scooby on the live. Just me, shy here at the moment, but who knows, maybe Scoob will turn up in a bit. And Foxy says, you should make a random short during the day, only on the days you do a live. Yeah, good shout, Foxy. Thank you for the suggestion. I honestly need to do much more short content, just because like the streams we do really well, and like honestly it's a great vibe. Like, they pop off, like I get a nice little amount of subscribers, people are really kind and to hit the like button. But I think in order for to get my stream shown to my channel shown to even more people, I need to do more long content, more short form content, and like I say, with the long form content, I want it to be food related. So it's either going to be like a mukbang or like an eat and chill with me. They suggested that they'd like to see a mukbang, so let me know what you think in chat. Mukbang sound good? Does that sound boring? I don't know. A mukbang, I was thinking of like a healthy mukbang. I think that could be pretty fun, to be fair. And shout out to the 10 people in the room chilling with us right here, right now. Hope you're all doing well. And Edward number 2 says, Edward could give work tour at 600 likes. You know what? I would love to do that. The only problem with that is because it's like financial services. It's kind of regulated, and I can't even film. I want to film like when I do a what I eat in the day video. I've done them before where I show my lunchtime thing, like what's in my lunchbox. But unfortunately, like I don't think, unlike a lot of desk jobs, I couldn't really film at work because it's like a financial institution, so it's a little bit sketchy to film. But definitely want to do some benchmark videos for sure. So like, as I say, 500 subs we're doing the house tour, and then who knows, maybe like another milestone we'll do, I don't know, and like an IRL. Definitely, if we can make it to 1,000 subs, I mean that's a dream for down the line. But if we ever get to 1,000 subs one day, I think like an IRL stream, a good IRL stream would be cool. And Foxy says, so I asked a minute ago, what do you guys think about a mukbang? And Foxy says, what's a mukbang? So Foxy, a mukbang is it's a really popular, like type of video where people will eat food, and actually a mukbang means to eat a lot of food. It's where you eat a lot of food on camera, and they can be a bit gross and like a bit disgusting, but at the same time, I kind of want to flip that on its head and do like a healthy one. So I'm not bad habits. I'm not promoting junk food. It's more like, let's say I do like a big workout that day, and then I sit down with like 3 big plates of protein pasta or a massive bowl of noodles. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's kind of entertaining because you guys get to like chill with someone while they're eating like a lot of food, and especially if the food looks good, it can be quite entertaining. So yeah, that's what a mukbang is. If you want to know more about them, just Google. It's MUKBANG. What else have I got? Let me catch up. I'm nearly there. Fox says, who decides what to call these things? You know what? I think it's a Korean thing. Originally, it was a Korean thing, but they got really popular. And as I say, it's one of the... I don't know if it's currently one of the most... It's probably not one of the currently the most popular forms of content, but mukbangs are still big, for sure. And you get people like Nick Avocado, who got famous through doing mukbangs. Quite a few people got famous through doing mukbangs. And like I say, in some ways they're a bad thing because they kind of promote like wasteful eating, and a lot of the time it's junk food, so it's not good. But I think my spin on that could, as I say, be like, it's a lot of food, but it's healthy food, and especially on exercise, refueling the body. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like a bad thing. Edward number 2 says, can you give us a car park tour? Unfortunately, there will probably be no car park tour. Says, Edward, can you give us a car tour then? You know what? I could maybe do an interior car tour at some point. What do you reckon? Sterniolo's knee is sore. Sorry to hear that, Sterniolo. And what else have we got? Whoa, that's a big comment. So Robert McIntyre says, yo, Edward, the man of peace. No, he says, yo, Edward, the man, peace. Much love, honourous. No, he said, no, let me start that again. He says, yo, Edward. No. One more time. Right, we're doing it again. Robert McIntyre, 1660 says, yo, Edward, the man, peace, love, respect, honour, discipline, persistent perseverance, and persistence always and forever towards everyone from the UK and the world and the universe itself. How are you? Phew, Robert, what a comment, what an entrance. What a way to start your appearance in the chat. Robert, thank you very much for commenting. It's nice to have you here with us. And in answer to how I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I am doing pretty good. And Edward number 2 says, holy paragraph to say hi. It was a paragraph, but I love the positive energy. I love the emotional energy. And Robert, it's good to have you here in the chat. And how are you doing tonight? And Sterniola says, my dyslexic brain would never be able to read those words. I'm not going to lie, it was a struggle. It was an effort right then. But we made it. So thank you to Robert for typing it out, and shout out to you. But you know what, guys? It's nearly that time. It's been 95 minutes. It's been a great stream. Diet water, bringing the trash comments for the end of the stream. But it is what it is. Thank you for commenting nonetheless. Anonymous says, Eagles or Chiefs? I actually don't know our team. I just know the names of those teams. So, Eagles? Let me know. Is that the wrong answer? And Robert says, glad to hear. How is everyone in the chat doing? I'm well, thank you for asking. Well, Robert, you've caught us actually a super, super quiet moment. Normally there's like 10 or 15 people here minimum, but I think my internet is lagging, or maybe it's just that time of night. But in any case, Robert, the chat will make you feel welcome. And usually, as I say, it's popping off and everybody makes people feel very welcomed into the chat. So if you're one of the 7 people here right now, W to you. We will be back on Sunday at 8 PM UK time, and this weekend launching the Discord. So for real, do not forget, hit subscribe to join the vibe. At 500 subs, doing the house tour. And this weekend, the Discord is launching. I can't wait to share that with you all. And Foxy says 5,000 subs coming soon. You know what, Foxy? Honestly, I really hope you're here. If things ever get to that point, I would love for you to still be here, because you'd literally be like, I told you so, mate. And I'd be like, Foxy, you flipping did. So that would be super cool for me. No pressure to stay, obviously, Foxy. It's nice you being here for as long as you want to chill with us. But Robert says I most definitely will do and have. Robert, you, as I say, you've jumped in the chat with absolute banger energy. Thank you so much for being here, Robert. I love it when people jump in the chat. Something friendly, positive, motivational. I think you're going to fit in really well around here, Robert, and I'm glad you found this stream. No way. So Moonery is here. Moonery not Kadzinski. I've forgotten your second name, Moonery, but Moonery is here. And you've made it for the last 2 minutes of stream. 2 minutes, Moonery, because we were literally shutting this stream down. But we'll be back on Sunday. And Moonery, you may have missed the news. The Discord is launching this weekend. On Sunday, we're going to be talking about the Discord, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some awesome things. And as you probably have heard already, Moonery, at 500 subs, we're doing the house tour. So if you're new here, subscribe to join the vibe. There's some great things coming for the channel. And Sterniolo says, oh, that's 3 days away. I have to wait that long. Unfortunately, Sterniolo, you've You've got to wait Friday, Saturday, and then we're back on Sunday. So it's 2 days off, and then we're back on the Sunday. And like I said, I'm going to try and put out at least a short video or something out. If I can, I'll try and do like one video. But realistically, it might be like a short or two. But I hope you guys will watch. Whenever we're not on stream today and you're like, oh, I wish we were on stream, do check out my channel. I've got some shorts on there. I've got some long form videos. And I'd love for you to check those out. And cool, so Robert is actually a writer and a producer. He says, I record, produce all my own deep, intelligent, passionate, emotional hip-hop music to do good in the world. Amazing, Robert. That's super cool to hear. Thank you for sharing that with us. And it's really nice. You're in a good place because you've got people in the chat who have all different passions, interests. And like I said, this Discord, it's launching this weekend, and part of the point of the Discord is, when we're not on stream together, we can continue the conversation, and we're going to have different side channels for different people's passion. Maybe, Robert, if that's something that you might want to join in with, we'll get like a music channel in there. We're definitely going to have one for art and stuff like that. So hopefully we can welcome you in there. Well, all right. And he says, I'll check in next Sunday. W Robert, every single one of your comments has been lovely. Crocott says, you look like the guy from the YouTube video called Hey. Never seen that video, but thanks for the reference, Crocott. How are you doing? And Foxy says, how are you, man? Hit the like. That's what I'm talking about, Foxy. Absolute legend. I feel like, Foxy, you're like the nonsense northern that we need in the chat. We've got people, I'd say, that tune in from all over the world. Some people are like super soft energy, and Foxy's just like the no-nonsense northeast guy. And Robert does art too as well. Awesome. And he can quarter scale figures and makes and customizes his own. Sounds like you're a super creative person, Robert. Thanks for sharing. Sterniolo says, I have ADHD, I think. Well, Sterniolo, that's no bad thing. And if you get a diagnosis, that will help you learn more about yourself and the world. And Moonery says, are you live tomorrow? No, Moonery, I will be back on Sunday. We were back at 8 p.m. But like I just told the chat, I'm going to try and release at least one short before Sunday. So if you're getting bored and you're thinking, oh, I wish we were chilling with Edward, go check out the shorts on my channel. I've got some long formers as well. But definitely want to start putting more content out for you guys. So in between the streams, there's just more to do and we can hang out. And like I say, in talking about hanging out, Discord. This weekend, Discord. So make sure you join the stream on Sunday night, 8 p.m. UK time, because we're talking about the new Discord, which is launching on the weekend, and I'm looking forward to that one. Alright then. We are nearly ready to wind this chat down, guys, because we're getting to that time. And Crocott says it's an old-ass meme music video of Me and the Boys meme. It's 15 years old. Thank you for sharing. I love old school videos because I grew up in an era where, like, old school, like, not like, 2017, like, no, like, old school videos. Alright then, with that, I think we're going to draw the stream to a close, guys, because of that time, but shout out to all of the 11 people watching this stream right now. Make sure you hit subscribe to join the vibe. The regulars know we've got lots of big things coming on the channel, an amazing crew of regulars. The chat is popping off right now, and that's not because of me, it's because of us doing it together. So shout out to everybody that makes these streams so fun. You guys always bring the energy. And with that, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Like I say, we will see you soon back on Sunday night, 8 p.m. UK time. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit, like I've said before, hit that like button. See you later to Jazz. See you later to Robert. Peace out to you. Peace out to Sterniolo. Peace out to Edward number 2, to Foxy85, to Moonery, to Crocott, to... Who else have we got in here? Have I missed someone? I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling. Listen, shout out to everybody that was here earlier on. They know who they are. Shout out to you all. Edward says, read my fact to end it. I will try and read your fact. Where is your fact? Fun fact, scientists are combining the conditions autism and ADHD into one condition, or ADHD or HD, which I have. Well, thank you for sharing that about yourself, Edward. There's your fact read out. Foxy, you have a good one too as well, mate. Love you too, Sterniolo. Thank you for the Irish quotes and the translations. We appreciate those. And I'm sending you all a big hug. And we will be back Sunday night, 8 p.m. Sunday night, 8 p.m. UK time. You know what this is. And look out for some shorts and a community poll in the meantime. Check out my channel. I will see you soon, guys. Take care for now. Have a great rest of your night. And peace out to you all. Bye!